We have a call option, European call option, whose premium is $10. A put option, whose premium is $1.91.5. The underlying, let's call this the stock price, is 50, and the strike is 45. The risk-free rate is 5%, and the time to expiration is 6 months or half a year. Now let's ask the following question. What is the synthetic call price? Is it $8, $10, $1.91.5, or none of the above? Since I'm asking you for the synthetic call, what you need to know is put-call parity, the shape of put-call parity. And put-call parity basically says that the price of the call equals the synthetic call, which is equal a put, the price of the put, plus the price of the stock minus the present value of the exercise price. Now we have all the information to do the calculation of the synthetic call, so let's do it. The price of the put is $1.91.5. The stock price is $50, and the present value of the exercise or strike price is 45 divided by 105 to the power of half. If you calculate that, you get an answer of $8. So the correct answer is A. And I want you to notice that then in this problem, the market price for the call is higher than its synthetic price, okay, calling for a violation of put-call parity. So for this problem, the correct answer is A, $8 for the call. The second question would be, what is the transaction to take advantage of this violation in put-call parity? Is it to buy the call, sell the underlying, sell the call, sell the put, and sell the bonds, sell the call, buy the put, buy the underlying, and sell the bond, or sell the call and the underlying? The only thing the question really asks you to do is to understand put-call parity, or what the implications of put-call parity are. Remember that what we've discovered is that the call price, the actual call price, is greater than the synthetic call price. This is the synthetic call price. This is the actual call price. So what does it mean that the actual call price is higher than the synthetic? It means that you can sell the expensive call and buy the cheap one. So how do you do that? Well, you simply sell the actual call for its actual price of $10, and then you buy the synthetic by buying the put, buying the stock, and selling or issuing a zero coupon bond with face value of strike price. So the answer to the question would be C. Sell the call, buy the put, buy the underlying or the stock, and sell the bond. The correct answer is C. The next question asks the following. Using the no arbitrage call price, what is the price of a synthetic levered underlying? So what I'm asking you to do is simply find out what the price of a synthetic levered stock is. Is it $6.08.5, $8, $1.91.5, or $45? The only thing you need to know in this case is what is it that a levered position in the underlying is in terms of the options. And as we saw in the previous cases, the underlying levered stock or underlying is equal to buying the call and selling the put. And I asked you to use the no arbitrage call price, which means use the $8 call price, not the $10 call price that I gave you. So in this case, you would buy the call at $8 and sell the put at $1.91.5 for a total value of $6.08.5, or answer A. What is now the payoff at expiration for a call option on a 180-day LIBOR with a strike price of 5% when the 180-day LIBOR at expiration is 7% and notional value is $5 million? So remember, this is simply the calculation of the payoff of an option on an interest rate. The alternative answers are 100,000, 70,000, 50,000, or 40,000. Remember that in order to calculate the payoff of an interest rate option, you have to do is use the notional and multiply the notional times the maximum of either 0 or the difference between the current LIBOR, which is 7%, and the strike LIBOR, which is 5%, and adjust that by the time to expiration of LIBOR, which is, or the euro-dollar time deposits, which is 180 days divided by 360. If you do that, you get $50,000, or answer C. Now, suppose you enter into a currency swap in which you pay a fixed rate of 6% in euros, and your counterparty pays you a fixed rate of 7.5% in US dollars. Payments are made annually on $115 million notional and 100 million euros notional. The implied exchange rate is, so how do we calculate the implied exchange rate? The implied exchange rate is given by the equivalent principles. If you divide one into the other, and if you want the dollar per euro exchange rate, the only thing you have to do is divide the notional principal in dollars into the notional principal in euros, and that will give you the implied exchange rate. If you do that, what you get is B, or $1.15 per euro. What are the annual payments in euros? Well, are they 7,500,000, 6 million, or 3 million? Well, remember that the rate in euros was 7.5%, and the notional principal in euros was 100 million. So if you multiplied 100 million times 7.5, and you don't have any corrections for time maturity because the payments are annually, you get 7,500,000 euros, or A, the right answer. Let's suppose that you buy a call option on XYZ stock for $5. That's the option premium, with a strike price of $50, while the price of XYZ at expiration is $60. Question is, what is the profit at expiration for this purchase? Is it $10, $5, or nothing? Here, the only thing you have to realize is that the profit at expiration from buying a call is equal to the difference between the value of the call at expiration and the purchase price of that call. The purchase price was 5. The value of this call at expiration is the maximum of 0, or intrinsic value, which in this case is 10. So 10 minus 5 is 5, and B is the correct answer. B is the profit from this call option. What is the break-even point for this option? Remember, the break-even point is the stock price at which the profits from this transaction, from holding this option, are 0, or equal to 0. Is the break-even point or stock price that makes profits equal to 0 60, 50, or 55? Here, what you have to remember is that the break-even point is calculated as the strike price plus the premium. In this case, the strike price is 50, the premium is 5, so the break-even stock price is 55, or C, the correct answer.